and Hardy on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Let's go.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
George, that's right. Run.
Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy, Town Fair Tire Studios, 617-779-0985. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. You can listen to our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Listen. My parents, I did not see them yesterday. They are leaving today. I'm going to Detroit with my daughter on tomorrow for the big Bruno Mars concert.
Oh, that's right. That's the whole reason for the trip. I keep forgetting that you're going there for a concert.
And then but I'm going to have to, I haven't bought tickets yet to the concert.
Ooh.
And I got a call from the hotel saying that my payment had fallen through.
Oh.
So and they said they would cancel my reservation by 2:00 today if I didn't do something about it. So they gave me a number. I called them, but they've not calling me back. It was like a woman. It was like one woman. It wasn't like the front desk.
I mean, you just reserved like with a credit card, like you do any hotel room, right?
Right. I don't know if I gave them the wrong credit card number or what happened.
Oh,
That's
God.
got to be it.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Oh, geez, Louise.
Freddie, this event is selling fast.
That's shocking. You mean the concert Saturday is selling fast?
That's right.
Yeah. So I will. I will start looking during the next break as to what I should be doing in terms of those tickets.
Yeah. You know what? You're going to be fine.
Yeah. It's a big venue.
Ford Field.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Big venue. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. He's playing 2 days at Ford Field. 2 nights at Ford Field.
So now, if given the choice for tickets in that building, where is your preference to sit? Are you down low? Or are you up high on the side? Where are you looking?
We'll be on the side.
I want to be down in the pit, man, for any show, especially Bruno Mars. Get down there and mosh.
Okay.
Just go nuts.
They're asking for a lot of money for tickets right now. Here's the range of prices, like $397, and then behind it is $2,000. That seems like a big ask.
Wow. Okay.
So
I wasn't aware that Bruno Mars was still that much of a thing to be able to play stadiums.
He's coming to Gillette Stadium over.
He's doing 2 nights
arenas.
at Gillette too. I mean,
I know.
It's crazy. Maybe it's because he was doing that residency in Vegas for so long, and people haven't gotten a chance to see him. Yeah. But it's a lot.
Well, he had a big marker to pay off. He wasn't leaving Vegas. He was Johnny Fontaine, man. He was stuck there for a while.
I thought he said he's finally fixed that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why he had to be there for so long.
So he did admit to having it? He did admit to being...
I seem to remember him not admitting it, but saying that everything has been taken care of.
Well, I mean, a good way to get over that debt is to be a solo artist that's playing 2 nights per stadium. I'm feeling that's a bit of a money-making venture.
Yeah.
But
he jokingly said that he was now debt-free, and that's why his reported $50 million gambling debt to MGM Resorts had been paid off. He said no. But it makes some sense. I mean, the guy was in there gambling a lot. He loved Vegas. I told you this, Fred. Somebody busted him at the Hard Rock. I think it was after I had already left Vegas. It had to have been. Bruno Mars wasn't a thing when I was still living there. Maybe it was, but it was close. He had performed at the Hard Rock one night, gone into a bathroom like off the casino floor, maybe the one in between the joint and the casino floor, but was in a stall, like, doing what you do in Vegas, doing blow. Like in there just doing a couple of key bumps. Like that's, you get a little tuned up, go back out there, do some gambling, do some more drinking, whatever. Somebody busted him for it. Someone called security and said, I think there's someone doing cocaine in the bathroom. And they went in there and they busted him for it. And he got like a minor bust for possession or something like that.
Now, how do you do that? If someone just calls security and says, I think someone's doing cocaine, they can just walk in the bathroom and start frisking you?
They walk into the bathroom and apparently, yeah, they can ask you to, empty your pockets or whatever. Sure.
A security guard?
Casino security is a little different than like mall security.
Yeah, I know, but if you're Bruno Mars and you're famous and they go empty your pockets and you go no.
I like the notion that if you're Bruno Mars in Vegas and you have been performing there that night, security walks in and I'm like, oh, sorry, dude. Do you want us to bring you some more blow in here and we'll block the door? Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be.
Right, and it also just sounds kind of like when the guy at the dog park comes up to you and says, like, does your dog have a license? And you go, no. And they go, can I see your ID? And you go, no. Like, no, you are like a retiree that got a part-time job with the Parks Department. I'm not showing you my driver's license. Like, you just can't go up to people.
This is even worse. A bathroom attendant at the Hard Rock told security they saw Mars with a bag of white powder, leading to his detention by security and subsequent arrest for possession of 2.6 grams of cocaine.
If you're the bathroom attendant, first of all, bathroom attendants are the worst thing ever. There's nothing worse than a bathroom attendant. I rarely see them anymore. They're generally only at strip clubs now. And I don't go to strip clubs very often. But a bathroom attendant is the most uncomfortable thing to see. It's just, all it is a huge inconvenience. It's just someone that if you wash your hands is going to hand you a towel and want money.
You don't like mints?
Oh, in the bathroom?
Yeah.
That people have been digging around
you
in?
Don't like you don't want to stick a gum, those Lucy's in the bowl?
Yeah, again, I like things on a counter where people that just took a dump are rooting around. Yes, that's exactly what I want.
A bunch of animals taking dumps in the strip club. I mean, I know it happens.
No, there's no animals at a strip club. That's right. It's a very well-heeled audience.
This is unbelievable. Mars even told police after his cocaine bust in the bathroom that he had acted foolishly and had never used drugs before. You'd think they would give him a break. This is my first time with the cocaine. Guys.
That's why I have over 2 grams of it.
$2,000 fine and 200 hours of community service, and he had to undergo drug counseling. Or doing key bumps at the Hard Rock bathroom in Vegas. What is the world coming to? That was almost 15 years ago. Oh,
that's crazy though. That a security guard would get. First of all, that the bathroom attendant would care, and second of all, that the security guards would do anything about it. Like if I was a security guard and they said someone's doing coke in the bathroom, I'd be like, okay,
yeah.
Like, can you call me when there's a problem? If there's a fight or someone's stealing or something, then I have to get involved. But if I'm a security guard, I don't want anything to do with it.
Security guard, like Saturday night at the Hard Rock, and someone comes up and says, there's someone doing the cocaine in the bathroom. You say, I know.
Yeah, there are 15,000 cameras and 85 other things I have to attend to here.
Do you think every person, every guy anyway, going into a stall in one of these bathrooms is taking a dump? No. There's a reason why there are 15 stalls and 3 urinals in these places. That's what they're there for.
I thought about
That's why the toilet paper holder is
that's a little platform
so large.
Yeah.
and they're clean and they're level. They get the guys in there and level those things out.
You know what Fat Mike did in the Punk Rock Museum?
Yeah.
In the bathroom, he's got this metal, by like where you wash your hands, he's got a metal table, like a little metal table, and it says no cocaine. And then he shows people the sign and they laugh and he goes, well, watch. And then he bends over to like where you would do the cocaine and the hand dryer blows up. So,
that's good.
If you're ever going to be a security guard, or if you're a security guard that's listening, there's one video I suggest you watch. It's a police camera video, like one of these videos where they take the cameras that the police have to wear and turn on when they're making arrests and stuff. And it's Florida. I have to imagine it's Florida. And it's at a Lowe's. Lowe's, right? Lowe's is the Home Depot. Lowe's is the other one, right?
Lowe's.
Okay, yeah. Lowe's. I lived in Atlanta where there was just Home Depot. I'm not a big home improvement guy, if you didn't know. So anyway, this guy's taking pallets he's got some business where he's repurposing pallets, and the people at Lowe's tell him it's fine, you can take the pallets, but the owner of the building has hired this security. Now these security guys, this is why I think it's Florida. They're wearing bulletproof vests, and they have several guns, all of them. This is available on YouTube. They have several guns, the real stuff. Seems like a terrible, terrible idea to have these guys walking around. They're not cops with a bunch of guns. So they start getting into it over a period of like weeks about him taking the pallets. He says, "Get out of here. You guys are security guards. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Go talk to the manager." They say it gets to the point where they're like, "You're not allowed on the property anymore." But meanwhile, Lowe's is telling them, "You can take the pallets. Please take the pallets. We don't want the pallets.
Right.
You just do whatever you want with them." Gets to a point where they're like, have told the guy he can't come back onto the grounds anymore. This is just the security company, not the owners of the businesses. It's the owner of the property's security detail. So the guy's pulls in one time with his wife, and he's not even getting pallets, and they're like, "You got to get out of here. You're not allowed here." And the guy's like, "F you, like, get the hell out of here. You're security guards, whatever, you're rent-a-cops." And then the guy's like, get out of here. Get out of your car. Like, I'm going to arrest you. He's a security guard. And the guy's like, "F you." And he starts driving away. And the security guard shoots him 4 times and kills him. and the woman's going crazy and everything like this. Fast forward 6 months later, the guy's doing life in prison that shot him. He had not even done the proper work to be licensed to carry those guns. He had not. The security company had not vetted that. Oh, they obviously looked at the camera that he was wearing and found that it was an unjustifiable homicide. So the guy's doing life in prison, and that could have been avoided. He would never be in jail if he just would have ignored it.
Right.
If he just would have ignored it. Now, if you feel like a moral responsibility to get involved in something, like there's an attack or someone's in danger and you feel that it's your moral responsibility to get involved, or if you're working at that old lady museum where they have all the paintings that's down and they're like stealing paintings,
yeah,
and you want to get involved,
where it's been a legitimate problem there before.
Exactly. Then maybe you feel like for the public good, I need to get involved. But if I was a security guard, that worked when people were around, not like overnights. And John has been a security guard overnights.
Correct.
Where he killed many people, but got off every time. It was street justice. This was the 70s. The people had gone crazy for vigilante movies. It was the height of Clint Eastwood. And would be to just not do anything. To go, okay. Like the guy's stealing pallets. Okay. I don't want this guy here anymore. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Like I told the guy to leave and he said no. So I'm going to go back and have a sandwich. I'm not dealing with this.
Especially when you see some of the magic some of these people can make with those pallets. And, your algorithm is a little different than mine, Fred. But there are wonders to this world that you can't even imagine until you start watching some of these pallet craftsmen. Huh. They can do really special things.
Is it ASMR type stuff where you just
watch
it's not
it?
It doesn't
ASMR.
Relax you at all? No?
Jesus, John.
I think for you that would be a relaxing thing.
No, ASMR, an example of ASMR, we can go through it, would be describing a pen for half an hour, would be a role play of a boring office meeting. These are all things that can be ASMR. The various fishes.
Doctor, give me the news.
Jeez. What the hell is wrong with you?
That's someone's parroting. A parody, it seems like, of ASMR.
Doctor, give me the news.
I've never seen a case like this before.
Yeah, this guy.
Jade, purple. You may be glad that you did.
He's got a bit of a southern drawl.
That is I have not watched him in a while, but when I did, that is where he goes, at the beginning of the video, he goes, stick around for the end.
Yeah.
He goes, you'll be glad you did. And then what he does is he fills a syringe with ink and puts it in water, the ink in the water, and you watch the ink dance around the water, and he's like,
yeah.
And you're like, whoa, ink and water. I'm glad I stuck around. I'm almost exclusively women now on ASMR.
Well, and
but I can't look. I don't like to look at their faces. I like it when they don't show their faces.
It's almost as if monetizing these channels depends on you sticking around and watching the entirety of the video, even if there is no payoff at the end of it.
I see your cynicism, but relaxing ASMR, that's the only video I can recall that he did that. So watch it. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. His wife recently passed.
Oh.
I believe he lives in somewhere within 60 miles of Atlanta because he is silly with 96 Olympic stuff. He's got a lot of 1996 Atlanta Olympic stuff.
Like, is it in the background, or does he do stuff with
he has a trinket box video where he goes through several trinkets. He has a son that's very into racing. He's an adult. But relaxing ASMR fastened this guy he likes those race simulating games, so he made him like a race simulator. He like put together a pipe and fastened the wheel on it and put pedals down so he can actually shift gears and do all that stuff. It's a good dad.
That was another video I got thrown a few days ago, and it was the guy had this like amazing race simulator, in what would be a bedroom for a child,
okay,
if he were allowed to procreate. But thankfully,
yes.
I think he was chemically castrated some years ago. This guy, but he
that
said,
solves all those problems. Nothing stops a molester like chemically castrated.
Well, this guy should be. He said, "What do you think this setup cost? $50,000, $100,000? No, I'll show you." And he goes through the whole thing. It's like this monitor, and he does, like this monitor. There's like 3 monitors, the CPU, the steering wheel, the pedals, all in $38,000. Here,
boy, did you save money?
I thought this was going to be an irresponsibly fiscal decision. Turns out it's only $38,000.
Yeah.
I can put one of these in the spare bedroom myself.
$38,000, you buy yourself like a vintage muscle car. You race it around yourself like a real one.
Yeah, no need. You can just never leave your home and just get more screen time.
Pick a year that you wanted a Camaro, unless it's like some
2026.
Oh no, that's gonna run you some money. But say you wanted a Camaro from the 70s, for instance.
I thought she meant the year that I wanted it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you go through, you'd be amazed. $38,000 get you a lot of muscle car. Because before, I think before COVID, I went through like a 6-month span where I thought it would be cool to get like a old muscle car.
You only did it during COVID. I do it like, I'd say about every 18 months, I go down that rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, yeah.
But the closer I got to pulling the trigger on it, the more I realized, like, what am I going to do with this car?
Oh.
It's just going to sit in a driveway,
right.
And then I'm going to, what am I going to do with it? It's like when I see Lamborghinis on 95, I'm like, that's awesome that you, like, bought your dream car, but you're going 30. When are you opening this thing up? And I think that maybe the days of like pulling up in a Lamborghini, like cruising and like having girls just jump in because you have a Lamborghini might be gone.
Yeah, I don't know that Boston is really the town to be doing it in anyway.
You can only drive it like 5 months a year.
Well, that and who do you want jumping in?
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, not a lot of pull down your sunglasses to the end of your nose, ladies walking around.
Ooh, I just spotted what would easily be a Chicago 6.
Like a Detroit 7. I mean, that's bad. But I could picture pulling up to the farmer's market and like all the ladies who don't dye their hair with their tote bags and mom jeans. And they just look at you with disgust.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Double Bubble, want to ride? And they're like, no, I want to ride. I'm here for fresh vegetables, and you're not allowed to park here. I'm walking in the middle of the parking lot. You're scaring me.
Go pick up some strange. No, I don't want it.
This lunatic brought his dog to the dog park.
Write him up.
This lunatic, there's a four-legged creature in the dog park. All right. I have my issues with that. All right. We'll be back. So much happened last night. It would drive you insane not to know about it. We will have that for you in just a moment.
Did you catch a game last night?
What happened last night is brought to you by Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, where your hair doesn't have to be a game of what happened. So change your lettuce and change your life with Dr. Matthew Lopresti at 1-800-GET-HAIR. Hardy, what's going on?
Red Sox attempting to do something last night that they have not yet done this season. Now they have been swept in series, but would they be able to sweep a series after taking the first 2 games in Detroit against the Tigers? Red Sox out on the field once again and trying to complete the sweep. Some nice defense early on.
And a little flare out to right field. Coming on, Abreu. Coming on. He slides, and he made the play. He caught it. That was with the bases loaded.
Insane. I didn't think there's any chance of him getting to this ball. Look at this. Leaves his feet, slides, and just picks it off the blades of grass. Wow.
All right. So, getting it done there and then getting it done at the plate.
Rips it and makes him pay down the line. Here comes Meyer to score. Narvaez romps into third. And Durbin, who should have been out on the foul pop, makes them pay big time. It is 1-0 with the double.
Bad defense by Detroit in this game. Bad defense by Detroit. Cost them.
Why you got to take away some big hits there from the Red Sox?
You're right. It's my fault. I've been accused of being too negative about this team. Caleb Durbin, 1 for 4, raising his average to 178.
See? You're doing it. You're doing it.
Oh, did I do that again?
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just habit. I'll try and break myself of that as we move along.
Well, why don't you make fun of this poor umpire who had an unfortunate moment during a challenge also in the 3rd inning.
Liner, that's going to settle down on the grass and keep on rolling. Durant over to cut it. Heading into second. Beerling, here's the throw. The tag down. Safe. He got in there.
Ooh, I don't know. That foot looked like it was in the air. That's close, Obi.
After review, the runner was tagged on the toe. Call on the field's overturned. Out. Boston retains.
Peter Brady.
That's unfortunate.
Time for change.
You gotta rearrange
who you are and what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na.
The runner was tagged on the toe.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Toe.
All right. Your boy, Sonny Gray, Fred. Coming off the IL, pitching into the 5th inning here. Check this out.
Little pop. Marcelo out, and he's got it. So Sonny is sailing through that inning on just 9 pitches. He gets through 5.
70 pitches.
70 pitches, 5 innings. The Red Sox did all the work they needed to do early in this one. En route to a 4-0 win. They sweep the Detroit Tigers in Detroit, and now have improved to
16-21.
Thank you, John.
Tied for 4th.
Okay, all right.
Not technically not in last. Well, they are technically in last place, but they're tied for 4th.
Look, the good news is defensively, team is playing a little bit better. Chad Tracy, what do you got to say about it?
That one starting it, right? That's if that ball drops, it's 2-0. Them, they score first, and then we're playing catch up. But that play and Wilson's play and Jaron cutting the ball off and left, that looked like a sure double, cuts the ball off and throws the guy out at second. We were very, very good on the defensive side.
Catch up, playing catch up.
No, why don't you go get some mustard? You hot dog.
I got you. Sonny Gray, who a lot of people, like Fred said, wasn't a legitimate number 2. Says he feels very good.
There were a couple huge plays.
Why did you have it be rainy black?
See, gray, black.
I know.
Get it?
There were a couple huge plays early to really help get me settled into it a little bit more.
Were there?
It was just having to gain confidence in my body at first, to be completely honest.
Oh, we all have to have confidence in our bodies. Hardy.
I saw that Dunham woman at the Met Gala, and I thought, I need to be more like her. She's confident out there and red and feathered and just proud.
She's free to be herself.
And then, like I said, as the game went on, I started feeling more comfortable, more confident, just in my physical self,
Okay.
It's important.
That's why you stand over a mirror and get to know your body.
You get to know everything that's going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's up next for the Red Sox there, Johnny? They are going to be back home.
Home tonight against Tampa Bay. Lefty Jake Bennett will pitch. Tampa is one of the hotter teams in Major League Baseball. They've won 6 in a row. Tied for first, I believe.
We got Connerly early going tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right. That'll be fun. All right, so there you go. Red Sox seem to be finding their way after a little bit of a rocky restart there after Alex Cora departed.
Defensively, better. I think they're 7-4 now under Chad Tracy. So, but here's the problem:
everything worked.
You're playing. This is what we talked about 3 weeks ago, Fred, when the season just started and they got off to that poor start. You win 7 out of 11, and that's good, but because you were so terrible for the first month of the season, you're still 5 games under 500. That's the problem. You get off to such a bad start, it forces you to play unbelievable baseball to get back to relevance. So while they're playing well now, they need another 11-game stretch like this to get themselves back to 500 or somewhere close to that.
So we will be watching that and also keeping an eye on what's going on with the team that ousted the Boston Celtics from the postseason. That would be the Philadelphia 76ers, who absolutely got, demolished in Game 1 as they decided early on. We're really not up for this game.
We're really tired.
We're really tired. We had a long series against Boston, and we're kind of... And then, to add insult to injury, Joel Embiid not able to go last night.
No, and as a Celtics fan, it's kind of annoying that they just called it quits in Game 1, and then Embiid's like, nope, I'm reverting back to form now, as opposed to last week.
He's got multiple things. He's got, I think, a knee and a hip, doesn't he?
Yeah, knee and hip, and he's able to kind of gut his way through Game 7 and produce.
Right.
No, you know what? Even with the added rest, even with, I'm not. I had a couple of days off in there. I'm still not feeling well. Where was this last week? Why couldn't you go through this last week?
All right. Well, it's not like the Knicks have anyone who can take advantage of that situation.
High ball screen from McBorty. Brunson left wing crossover on Edgecombe. 3-pointer off the dribble. Knocks it down. And we're tied at 27 on Brunson's first 3-pointer.
There you go. Tyrese Maxey would help Philadelphia keep this one closer than they did in Game 1.
Here's Maxey on a drive to the right side. Scoops it, stops it, shoots it, and scores it. It's up and good. Clutch field goal by Maxey. A sweeping crossover to create the space on the right wing on McBride.
Mm-hmm. But in the end, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, they're just better, is what they are.
Brunson top of the key, crossover on Barlow. They got the matchup again to the foul line. Spins, fadeaway jumper. He buried it. Jalen Brunson with 2 clutch jumpers, and the Knicks on a 7-0 run have their largest lead, up by 4.
They would extend that lead to 6 and end up winning 108-102. The representative effort from the Sixers without Joel Embiid, but they now find themselves in a 2-0 series deficit against the New York Knicks.
Philly scored 12 points in the fourth quarter.
That's not enough.
That's probably not, no. Just, Andre Drummond, who couldn't miss 3-point shots from the corner against the Celtics. No 3-point attempts yesterday, despite starting and playing for Joel Embiid.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's almost as if Philadelphia has decided that their season kind of culminated in beating the Celtics in round 1. At least that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, it was it wasn't easy.
No, and the Knicks weren't shooting the lights out, especially from three. They were 7 of 26. But it's, defensively, it's just going to be it's going to be a different battle, especially with Embiid out. And we were talking about that yesterday. Like, how are they going to be able to handle it? Well, the matchups are going to be better for New York when they're trying to take it. And then when you take Embiid out, I was frankly surprised that Philadelphia was able to keep it that close.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Big guy. There you have it.
That's kind of what you need.
Yeah.
All right. It is somewhat annoying, though, as you said, that Philadelphia seemed to expend all their energy and health and whatever they had.
We've accomplished what we needed to. That's enough. We're good.
Right.
It's a little annoying.
But watching New York and seeing them play, I'm still of the belief that the Celtics... and we talked about it with Forsberg. We've talked about it with other people. Like, I know from the start of the playoffs at the end of the regular season, it seemed like the Celtics had their path cleared, to the NBA final. This Knicks team is a problem.
I told you.
Would have been a problem.
I told you before the playoffs started. I told you. Weren't you listening? I said the Celtics and the Knicks were going to be the biggest problem for the Celtics in the playoffs.
And this hypothetical series that's never going to take place, John loved them.
I told you. You asked me, would the Knicks be favored? Both of you did, and I said the Knicks would probably be favored against the Celtics.
I've never asked you anything. I've never asked for your opinion on anything. Come on, John.
You're being really mean right now, but you did. You said that.
All right, what happened out west, we'll find out as we continue here and get to the Stanley Cup playoffs also.
By the way, Forsberg, with his take on what happened in that Game 7, going very viral. People are obsessed with what Forsberg had to say.
Very supportive, I'm sure.
Yes, everyone agrees Forsberg is right.
Yeah,
I got to give him credit. He put himself out there. He really went out on a limb, celebrating that the Celtics started 3 losers in Game 7 of a playoff series, and immediately lived to regret it. Still supports the decision. In hindsight, supports the decision, which is odd. But nonetheless, we will get back. We'll catch you up with the little things that happened last night and be on our way. We'll be back in just a moment.
IYKYK, which obviously YD. Okay?
Yeah. Dutcher and Hardy, mornings of the Sports Hub.
So, as we were saying earlier, the Philadelphia 76ers got blown out in Game 1. Much better effort, but still a loss in Game 2 to the Knicks. Out west, it was the San Antonio Spurs who lost a squeaker to Minnesota in Game 1. Would this one be a squeaker also? No, it would not.
Wembanyama, left wing 3. Wee-wee, rattles that one home. 17 for Victor, 93-58. 10 threes on the night here for San Antonio.
See, he's French.
Yeah.
Oui.
Uh-huh. What?
Yes. Yeah. So?
You've got my attention.
What are you going to do with it?
Victor Wembanyama, 19 points, 15 rebounds, only a couple of blocks as the San Antonio Spurs beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 133-95. The Timberwolves actually came back a little bit in this one. The lead was over 40 for portions of this game.
Yeah, a lot of blowouts. Not so great, the playoffs, with some of these games. It does seem like when teams get down by a certain amount, they're just more than happy to pack it in. I didn't see the game last night, but I'm assuming at a certain point Minnesota just went, you know what, we split. We got home court. Let's just let's go about our business.
Yeah, it was 59-35 at the half. And it seemed like Minnesota was not interested after that.
Yeah, doesn't seem like a great game.
Which is odd when you see the disinterest because, in this postseason, we've seen teams rally from down 24 in the second half.
In today's NBA, a 30-point lead is doable. A comeback is doable because the game is so much faster. You get a lot more possessions than you used to, and everyone's a prolific three-point shooter. So to call it in after falling behind by 24 at the half is not a good thing.
Nope. Let's see. The Buffalo Sabres at home against the Montreal Canadiens as they got their series underway. Buffalo, of course, responsible for the Bruins being out. How would they handle Montreal?
Here's Byram right up the middle with a shot. Scores! Bo Byram bangs it home with 10:59 remaining in the second period, and the Buffalo Sabres are up 4-1 in Game 1.
Does every play-by-play guy suck? Is that what it is? What it's coming down to now?
That is not the case.
Well, John can't attack his own brethren.
No.
Outside of Ryan Johnston and Bob Sosey and Sean Grandy, of course. I mean, come on.
They don't all suck.
I bet you the league is clamoring for a Sabres-Hurricanes Eastern Conference final.
God.
And I mean,
a lot of star power.
I am on. I've got my fingers crossed that the Golden Knights Ducks series goes 7 because that has got my rapt attention. I can't.
Oof.
I don't see myself watching hockey again this year. I hate to say it's not something that I'm overly interested in.
Well, that was Bo bang Byram with a double insurance goal, made it 4-1 in the second period. That would be enough as Buffalo would get the win 4-2 to take Game 1 of the series.
I mean, you have to figure if the Hurricanes, which it looks like they probably will go to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's a disaster for the league.
Carolina, Colorado, Stanley Cup final.
Now, Colorado at least has star power, but that doesn't mean anything for a mass audience. I mean, it's not like people are going to tune in to see McKinnon. Like, they're not going to, who cares? The guy probably, I mean, if it's on TV, let's just put it this way.
Outside of Connor McDavid, you're not going to get like the casual fan interest.
You get Connor McDavid or like Ovechkin or maybe even Crosby, like in a series that it's perhaps people will tune in. But outside of that, I mean, you really need the Bruins or the Rangers to get any kind of mass audience. Maybe the Red Wings. I guess any of the U.S. original 6 teams could generate some sort of interest. But other than that, you're really screwed. And what they really need is the Rangers or Bruins. Because those, if you look, national games, it's almost always the Bruins. Like when they need an audience, they will default to the Bruins in the United States. Canada, you put 2 World Juniors teams in there and they don't care.
They've done crazy things with the Bruins in an effort to get ratings. I remember watching a rivalry night game back when, I don't know who had them, TNT or something, but the rivalry night game was the Boston Bruins and Minnesota.
Yeah, rivalry.
That great storied rivalry between those two clubs. Like, what the hell are we doing? Well, it's Boston. So, don't worry about the rivalry thing. We just want to put the Bruins on.
Exactly. That's all they want. Blind Scott, it's been a long time, Blind Scott. It's been weeks. Hello, Blind Scott. Are you going to Ben Maller's thing this weekend?
I'm not sure because it might make my central nervous system sick, but if you want me to go, I'm going to go. But I just have to say something to John really quick.
What's that, Blind Scott?
John, you suck at play-by-play, dude. You're the play-by-play guy at Bryan College. You're taking a job away from a young broadcaster. You're not going to catch traction in play-by-play, dude. You've been doing it for 65 years, and you're just a backup guy for the Celtics. You're the reason why these students at Emerson College can't enter the broadcasting play-by-play market because you're sitting around on your stupid Lexington white privilege ass still riding in your glory from your dad's tax attorney days, bro. And you're always being held up by this show.
I've mentioned that yesterday on the show, and he was listening. So yeah.
Oh well, Blind Scott. Good for
Scott,
you.
if nothing else, Scott, you're a P1. Congratulations.
Oh no, I'm the best caller, dude. I'm better than you. If I wasn't blind, I would have your job. I could do your job, no problem.
Well, don't put limits on yourself,
Scott.
You could do it,
Scott. All power to you. Start reading. Go to it,
dude,
man.
I do your job every day, bro. I had to stop emailing because I have mental illness, but I was doing your job, bro, for you.
I find that hard to believe.
Scott, I don't think that's true.
Scott, don't.
Okay, it's not true. Yeah, maybe no, it's not true. I'm just trying to get on the radio.
All right.
I'm on hold.
All right.
Really, I'm on hold, man.
Why don't you go see?
Hey,
I know. You're being funny, but listen, why you don't think you could handle going to the Ben Maller thing?
Well, no, I want to go. I really want to go really bad. I don't think there's a problem, but I'm just going to think about it so much between now and then and then when I go, there's these loser white guys there. Like one listener said he'd give me $1 million on the show if I show up there, and maybe he will give me $1 million, and he said this so many times, but I do want to go. Like, so I want people to go.
Have you met Ben Maller before?
Yeah, I've met him 6 times over the past 10 years. I know all about Ben Maller. You know, he likes working overnights because he likes working by himself. He's a good radio guy. He knows a lot about baseball. He actually was a paparazzi. He had BenMaller.com.
You're right.
Scott, I have a question for Scott. It's twice now I've used the phrase loser white guys. Scott, are you in fact a white?
Yeah, I'm pretty white. Like, my dad was from East Germany. His family lived behind the wall. They settled in Hyde Park with
well,
Joe
that is a lot. But
Okay.
listen, Blind Scott, you should probably go to the Maller thing. I mean, it seems like it's what he lives for.
Yeah, I mean, you got friends there. Let's go.
I don't want to make him to make himself sick with worry and anxiety leading up to it.
No, I'm being serious. Like, if he's met Ben Maller, and I think I know he's met Ben Maller because I've heard Ben Maller talk about it when he talks to Blind Scott on the air. They've met.
I understand that. It is the lead up to it that he's worried about, and that would worry me.
But sometimes you have to, face your fear. You have to, he's very involved in that Ben Maller universe. I would go there if I was him.
He's not lying about not emailing. He hasn't emailed since May 3rd.
Wow.
Well, he's been very active on Instagram. If you're worried,
I currently have 3,286 unread Blind Scott emails.
Well, let's get cracking.
And you haven't been on this show. You've been on this show for 2 years?
2.5, yeah.
It's been 2.5 years.
Yeah. And that's just since I put him into that folder, which was, last fall?
That's a lot of email.
Yeah.
Get started.
Well, they're not very long because it's just a subject line. There's no text.
Yeah.
So there is that. I mean, when he's really manic, he can get going and you can get several. But all right, John, I don't think he even meant what he said. If you need any reassurances.
Thanks.
It seems like he was just trying to get on the radio. I didn't take him for that reason. I took him because there was nothing left to talk about.
Oh.
But we have something to talk about. Diana Rossini, how her husband is still with her is really amazing. I'm not trying to break up a family, but there is a point where a man has to tap out, or a woman for that matter, regardless of gender or sexual gender. I'm having a little trouble talking today. Regardless of gender or sexual preference, when your partner that you have committed to speaks in a certain fashion, and you're getting reports, if true, that they're more upset about losing the affair than they are the marriage. There's a time that if I was the friend of the guy, or the woman who would be involved in this, I would take them by the ear and I would pull them out and physically remove them from the relationship. But I'm sure the guy's going to leave her. He's just he's buying his time, or maybe the process has already started. But I mean, this is ridiculous. The idea that they denied it is really, they just made such a horrible mistake. Because now people are digging and they're finding that these people have been actively dating for 6 years. So we will talk about that in just a moment.
What?